what's up uke family, Marco here. Welcome to another video in which we're going to talk about my new ukulele, the Ziricote Super Tenor. Beautiful looking and sounding instrument. Now of course guys, the goal is not to show off my new gear, even though it's nice to have, guitars and ukuleles laying around everywhere. It's more about, sharing my thoughts on this ukulele, so that hopefully you can get valuable info about the playability, the wood, and the differences between, for example, this ukulele and a regular tenor uke. Now the super tenor feels of course much bigger than a regular tenor ukulele. We are going to compare both of them in a moment. We're going to compare the sound and also the size. Now for this tenor ukulele, we have the scale, which is 47.9 centimeters, 18.8 inches, and the total length is 71.4 centimeters, which is roughly 28 inches. It's pretty long. Now we got 19 frets. The top is solid spruce and back and sides is solid Ziricote. As warm as rosewood. I just really love it. Mahogany neck and ebony fretboard. We also have a slotted headstock with Kala logo, of course, and Graphtec newborn nut and saddle, which feels very well made. I've seen really bad work on some expensive ukuleles, but this one feels pretty solid. We also have dot fretboard inlays, open gear machine heads, and the strings are the Dario clean nylon strings with coated low G string. So it's a low G tuning. I love it. It sounds smooth. So let me play a couple of things so that you can check how it sounds. So let me know in the comment section down below if you like the sound. Now first things first, this is the very first time that I try a Kala instrument, and I'm impressed with the quality, guys. I have to say, straight out of the box, the ukulele sounded awesome. It looks great and it feels great, and honestly, I also love the neck shape. Now the tuning is low G, which means that we have low G, C, E, and A. The tone is deep and warm, it resonates beautifully, but it sounds soft and delicate. So I think that the Dario strings, compared to, for example, Worth strings, they really scoop out most of the top or high-end frequencies. So I really feel there is no room for a brilliant tone here. Maybe if we change the strings, we could have a brilliant, a much brighter tone, but I love the Dario strings. Now the difference between the tenor ukulele and the super tenor ukulele is pretty clear. I mean, the scale and total length are different, right? So the super tenor is bigger. Now the scale is basically the distance found between the nut and the bridge saddle. So it's basically this section from here to here. This is the scale, and it's where we can find basically the strings, right? Now in a tenor ukulele, the scale is 43.1 centimeters or 16.9 inches. In a super tenor, we got 28 inches. So the neck is definitely longer and it's also wider. Also, the total length is different. I mean, if you compare these two, it's clear that the two instruments are different in size. The tenor is smaller, and I think this is how it's supposed to be. Now, of course, the extra space between the strings works excellent for fingerstyle, I have to say, especially if you're just starting out with the plucking technique. A super tenor could be a great choice. Of course, I mean, you can use the plucking technique on a regular tenor ukulele, absolutely. I love the plucking tone on my Makai. I mean, I wouldn't really change that. And we can definitely, pluck a tenor ukulele. I still love it. But of course, it's nice to have a little bit more space between the strings. It just feels easier to play. Let's talk about strumming for a moment. Now, I'm not a fan of strumming low G ukes. Whether it's super tenor or a tenor, I don't like the tone range in a low G ukulele. And if you think about it, when you like a high G tenor ukulele, when you strum it, sounds like heaven. And I think it's because of the reentrant tuning. The high G scoops out the low end frequencies, right? So when you strum a high G ukulele, I don't know, it sounds clear and sharp. And, there is kind of a rapid response to the strum. You can hear it right away. And of course, guys, don't get me wrong, I still like to strum a low G ukulele. It's still great, and you can strum it, absolutely. It's about what you like. And I feel that, strumming in low G makes the sound muddy and less clear. Let's talk money. How much did I pay for this ukulele? On Thomann was listed for 598 euros, which is roughly, I think, $640. Now, I'm not sure about the price. Like, when I buy something, I don't spend hours checking every website, so I actually only use one, in this case, Thomann. So, the ukulele could be cheaper or more expensive somewhere else. I wouldn't even know. And I also think that the price is not the number one thing you should look for when buying a ukulele. Of course, you want to spend based on your budget, that's for sure. However, it's mainly the first impression that matters. When I played the first chord on this scala, I knew we were bound to be together. So it could have been like $250 or $1,000. I would have kept it regardless of the price. So check your pocket, but trust your ears, right? You don't want to go back home with like a ukulele that you didn't really want to buy, or you bought it because it was cheaper. It never feels right. Also, let me know if you want me to compare this Scala, this super tenor ukulele, with the new baritone I just bought, because there is a massive difference between the super tenor and the baritone. So let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to do that. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Good luck finding your awesome tenor ukulele. I'm gonna leave you to practice and play some songs. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.